who's going to make the Chargers roster? Nadame Tucker or Kyle Kennard? Or both? I'm going to have a look at this because it's a very interesting spot at edge with the Chargers being very deep in that position. Who's going to stay and who's going to go? Welcome back to the Charged Up Podcast. My name's Dan. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe as it really does help grow the channel and I appreciate you guys so much for that. So Nadame Tucker was probably one of the most famous guys who was left out of the draft. Maybe him and Isaiah World, both signing with the Chargers, by the way. But Nadame Tucker was expected to be drafted. Yeah, 6'1". He's got shorter arms than you'd like. But I was really shocked when no one, took a chance on him in the 6th or 7th round. But now you've got Nadame Tucker, Kyle Kennard, who was our 4th round pick last year, who struggled. But again, he had a whole offseason to get bigger, stronger, to work on his technique. And I have a feeling if you're Joe Ortiz, considering you have Mac, you have Thule, obviously Akeem Mesidor is not going anywhere. You're probably going to keep 5, maybe 6. Maybe 6 pass rushers, but at least 5. So let's go to the depth chart here. So Thule, obviously, he's making it. Khalil and Akeem Mesidor. Those are their top 3. Now, then you have Kyle Kennard, Nadame Tucker, Bud Dupree, and Garmin Randolph. Now, Randolph, you got to think he's gone. Or at least, on the practice squad roster, with all due respect to him. But then where do you go from there? Do you keep all 6, Bud Dupree, Nadame Tucker, Kyle Kennard, in our starting 3? Or is it going to be one of these 3 guys also getting cut? Now, if that's the case, I could easily see it being Bud Dupree. And I think Bud Dupree is a pretty solid player. But the thing is that, he is getting older. He's had some moments where he hasn't really looked that great, hasn't been able to stay on the field. You can see the questionable. He's had some injuries. And you have veteran experience with Khalil Mack and even Thule. He's on his 4th year. He's a veteran. Akeem Mesidor is an older rookie. So is that what the Chargers go to, how they form their roster? Considering I want a lot of guys to be on the roster who are offensive linemen. We need to make sure that we are not in the situation, the same situation as we were last year. And look at all the guys we have here. There's a lot of guys, even like Branson Taylor and Ben Cleveland. Those are guys who were going to probably not make the team. Kaltenberger maybe doesn't make the team, or Spalmer doesn't make the team, whatever his name is. But you got, the starting 5, I'd think you'd want to have at least 5, 6 backups, which means you're going to have 10 or 11 guys on the offensive line. So maybe you're not able to keep 6 or 7 guys on the outside linebacker / edge spot to rush the quarterback. Maybe you're going to just keep 5. If that's the case, is it Kyle Kennard? Is it Nadame Tucker who gets cut? Or do you keep the 2 youngsters, give them a chance, and cut Bud Dupree, considering how good our top 3 rushers are? Especially considering you're going to have Derwin James coming off the edge. He's another blitzer. So, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to rush the passer. Now, again, Kyle Kennard and Nadame Tucker may not be ready yet. But I have a feeling Kyle Kennard's going to have a much better offseason, or training camp, I should say. And if Nadame Tucker shows that he's, learning, he can overcome some of his, physical or lack of physical attributes and get things done during training camp in the preseason, maybe that's enough to have Bud Dupree give Bud Dupree his walking papers. I'm not sure. Bud Dupree is a veteran. He's certainly not a bad player, but I do wonder what the Chargers plan here going forward, because unless Nadame Tucker kind of falls on his face, he's a nice prospect. I'd really like to keep him almost as a project player like Kyle Kennard last year. But who knows what's going to happen. My prediction, though, I think we're going to see Nadame Tucker and Kyle Kennard both make the team. Maybe Bud Dupree still does. I just don't know if they're going to keep 6 pass rushers. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do not be shy. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. Let me know what you think. Nadame Tucker, Kyle Kennard, or both? And is Bud Dupree going to be the last man out?